loves this question.
Okay.
It's completely different.
Take it away.
Sure, baby, go.
It's completely different. The badass bitch.
It's a different raccoon.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. All right. This will be noted.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So moving on, how I.
अरे घर चलाने का है. One more thing to add to that.
Okay.
It's not the same.
It's different.
No, I thought he's going to say this is a different raccoon. Hey everyone, this is Aditi and you're watching me on News 18 Showsha. Today I have an absolute bundle of talent joining me ahead of the release of the first audio show with Audible as well as Marvel. So Saif, Vrajesh and Anangsha, a huge welcome to News 18 and we are so happy to have you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Star-Lord is also one of the most loved audio series back when it had released in the West. I want to know from each of you, what were, with the voice enactments, what's the best thing that you have explored about yourselves?
While we think of the answer.
Okay, what did I explore about myself? I mean, this experience, it was pretty like, I didn't know that you can do so much with your voice, and when you hear your voice and, you know, in those earplugs, and you feel like, my God, this is so explosive. And how with your voice modulation, you actually feel differently. And the people who are hearing you on the other side, you can actually reach out to them and make them feel what you're feeling with just modulating your voice. So I thought it was like freakishly cool. So yeah, that.
I also had gotten used to like being a bit lazy with the voice while acting because you're doing other things. But just concentrating only on the voice kind of reminded me again about the importance of modulation.
Okay.
So it helped my normal acting also.
Okay.
I realized I know many more Mumbaiya phrases than I thought I did.
Achha.
Somewhere embedded in the subconscious. Yeah.
Okay. So Saif, I'm going to come back to you. Playing Peter Quill also comes with a lot of responsibilities. So what were your biggest takeaways in playing him and were there any specific challenges?
Yeah, I had a lot of help from my director who explained it to me, that was amazing. And many times guided me because he's such a brilliant voice artist himself, to which level I should be on.
Yeah.
And it's quite a high energy kind of character. So that was I had a tendency to make everything a little bit kind of slow and quiet. So I had to be constantly, that was the real challenge. But there's enough scope of making it original. I think they've cast the show quite carefully.
Yeah.
It seems to be kind of tailor-made for every actor who's playing that part. So you pretty much, you have to be yourself. That's why they've cast you, which is always easier.
So Vrajesh, Rocket Raccoon is one of my favorite characters because of the charm and sensitivity it has brought into the movies. So how was your experience being him and with his voice?
So in the first place, the Rocket Raccoon you've seen is not necessarily the Rocket Raccoon you're going to hear.
Okay, yeah, that is
So his Rocket Raccoon might not necessarily be charming.
Okay.
So it could be a grouchy old pain in the nether regions. Or he might not necessarily be sensitive. It's a completely different Rocket Raccoon. But he's still, at heart, he is Rocket Raccoon, so we have to create a new Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
So what was your original question? I'm sorry.
So what was, how was the experience being?
So it was an incredible experience, not only because we had to, so there's a Rocket Raccoon you've read, you've heard of, you've seen, but you have to create a different Rocket Raccoon. So it was an incredible experience.
So were you able to differentiate between the one that we see in movies and the one?
It's completely
He
different.
loves this question.
Okay.
It's completely different.
Take it away.
Sure, baby, go.
It's completely different.
I mean, it's not like the movie script or whatever. It's like an audio thing, so it's written differently. And also using him and writing that role in that particular Bombay genius accent. I mean, there's no raccoon out there that sounds like that.
True.
Except this.
Wow. So Anangsha, what was it about the character that really attracted you in the first place?
the badass bitch.
Yeah, she is.
And this is the first time in the Marvel universe a woman is playing the collector, so that bit. And apart from that, yeah, she's like really vivacious, I'd say. And I think it's a very interesting part, and it was very interesting to actually go and do this. So yeah.
I want to know from all of you, today, audio entertainment and especially Audible has been in very much prominence too, and many actors are also dabbling into this medium. So, with this exposure, do you feel Indian content, be it a remake or even a adaptation, will it be able to connect with the Indian audience more?
See, there's some universal ideas in a lot of these things. And the good thing about Marvel is that it is a very universal kind of thing, really. And if it's well adapted, like, for example, if you have a raccoon that is actually adapted into his forte as a performer, then it's very relatable. And the whole idea is, anyway, it's kind of relatable internationally. You make it more relatable by tailoring it to, so good adaptation is required.
True.
It's not just a translation.
Yeah. Is anybody else willing to add to this?
It's a different raccoon.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
All right. This will be noted.
Yeah.
So, Saif, in one of our previous conversations, you mentioned about acceptability and being liked by your fans and audiences in every project that you pick up next. You have Adi Purush next. So, what's the best way to deal with the pressure of keeping up to the demands of your fans and again at the same time find that growth that you need from yourself?
I've never thought about that. I've honestly never thought about what the demands of anybody are. I really cater to the director. I mean, he's whether it's mantra on this show, or whether my director on the Web Chili's movie I'm doing, or Home Ralph and Aditi. You're acting for him. He's created the character. You're looking at, so you're just trying to do what you're told as best as you can. The larger picture, it's like cricket, I mean, my father once said that you're not conscious you're playing for India. You want to just hit that ball, and you're playing for your teammate or whatever. At that moment, the bigger picture, I mean, maybe it's there at the back of your mind, but you're not consciously like, okay, this is the whole game plan here. You're just at that moment trying to deliver to the camera.
Yeah.
And of course, the whole reason, the whole ethic behind it is the fans, and you want to,
Exactly.
be worth the money that is being paid at some point in the back of your mind. That's why you're professionally ethical.
Yeah.
But I think at that moment you're just catering to doing what the director tells you.
It's a very beautiful approach to look at things.
That's it.
So has your creative process in choosing scripts changed with time?
No, I'm just really lucky. I think there is a method. I've not, and again, thought about it, but I think there is a method that there is some growth that you're looking for. And at the end of it, you do come out a slightly changed person, slightly. Whether it's even like something physically exhausting or something different, you just feel that, okay, this was some kind of a workout. This was different. I learned this accent, or I did this, and it's not comfortable. It's a little frightening. And that, I think, is an important part of it, actually. That seems to be what
Stepping out of the comfort zone.
I mean, I'm not like, oh, definitely, but it just seems that way.
True. So, Anangsha, you have been around in this industry for almost a decade now, and I have been seeing your content, and it kind of feels like you have always prioritized content over the commercial aspect of a film or a show. So, has this been a conscious decision in choosing scripts?
Honestly speaking, no. It has not been very conscious, but I always wanted to be part of quality rather than quantity. Yeah, that's a conscious decision. But I've been lucky, and I think I've always been approached for really good and quality stuff. So yeah, I have to give to the God sitting upstairs, I guess. Apart from that, yes, not a conscious decision, but I've never been willing to just be like a, good-looking chick standing somewhere. That's not me. That's not what the artist inside me would be okay with. So, yes, thankfully I've been like in the right place at the right time right now, I'd say. So, yeah.
So, Rajesh, coming to you, I was watching an old interview of yours where you mentioned about your struggle in becoming an actor, and then you dabbled into writing, then dubbing, and all things associated with entertainment. So, over the years of experimenting with different medium, what has been your biggest learning?
Do what you get and hope it sticks.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Have fun with it.
You have sustained yourself also in the industry for a really long time.
Oh, I really don't know how I managed. So no, I'm saying that I've gone across genres. So I do radio, I sportscast. I'm of course voice acting. I'm acting, and it's fun.
So moving on, how I...
Arey ghar chalane ka hai. One more thing to add to that.
Okay.
It's not the same.
It's different.
No, I thought he's going to say this is a different.
Yeah, noted. Alright guys, thank you so much for doing this with me. I had a great time chatting with you and I'm really looking forward to watching.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.